If you guys need Ultimate Team coins, then go and check out MMOPO.com. Their link will be down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. You're right, guys. It's CapGun Tom here, and welcome to episode number 14 of our Draft to Glory. So where are we at? We should just have a little bit of a reminder from the last episode to see where we're up to. We've managed to sell pretty much everything from our club. 70 items have disappeared between this and the last episode. As you can see, loads of players selling. We've managed to sell a good chunk of consumables as well, you know, sort of like the contracts, the squad fitnesses, the Real Madrid kit we were using at one point, all being sold to take us to 215,000 coins. That's pretty sick. So we're doing very well. We've only ever used up one draft entry, so I guess that if you wanted to measure how much profit we've made in this series so far, in terms of from when we started, you'd minus 15k, which we used in FIFA point terms, and we'd be at 200,000 coins profit overall. So that's pretty good, but as I've been saying up until this point, realistically we want to try and drive forwards and maybe get a big player, a big pool to push us up like 100k, maybe 200k, 300k, 400k, something like that. Anyway, let's have a look at my draft history. And you can see there that we have 48 and 6 with 16 draft entries. We've won 10 of the drafts that we've entered, or 10 out of the 16 drafts that we've entered. We're scoring 3.5 goals per game and only conceding 1.1. Our pass accuracy and possession has actually dropped 1%, I think, since the last time I looked at this. So, yeah, we'll be trying to work on that today to keep us going. Now, I have been looking at all the comments. You guys really have been sort of like saying, Tom, please start drafting in a more linear fashion, I guess, instead of jumping about like the way that I draft. So I will listen to you guys. I will draft in your way. So take all the players on the pitch and then sort of work our way through the sort of other positions as well on the bench to see if we can get the players we want. Now I'm going to start off with Hazard because, let's face it, he is the best of all the captain selection we've got here. And one thing I will do is I will take the goalkeeper because I like to know how I'm going to try and link this. Now, Ter Stegen is the best goalkeeper in the selection, and he links with La Liga being his sort of like his league and his, you know, that's just how it's going to work. It's just going to work. We all know that's how it's going to work. So we might as well jump in and see what strikers we get. We get a bit of Suarez, who will link. There are slightly better strikers. I mean, I would prefer to be using Insigne over Suarez, but I just can't see any way that we'd ever be able to plug him into the team and get full chemistry. So we'll work towards getting full chemistry on the squad, and we get ourselves a nice little one here. We get Griezmann to give us a strong link to Suarez. So as long as we get like a Real Madrid player here, we'll actually be full chemistry. Or we might actually need to find someone who gives us a bit more chemistry and just one strong link. But I'm sure there's a way that we'll find a way to get everything working for us in this. Now we get a rather dodgy selection of players here. Now what do I want to take? Realistically, none of it actually helps us all that much. So I'll take Lema since he's the quickest and probably the better of all of those 5. Now we do have De Jong here. I do like De Jong. I think he's one of my favourite midfielders on this game. I really like KDB as well, especially since this is an informed card. I guess he would link to Hazard, but how would I? Then I'd be forced to use him in the left centre mid spot. We'd be looking for a way to link him through. The centre-backs that would give him a strong link would be... I can't even think. It would be like Stones and Laporte. I mean, I could take him and then try and get Laporte. It's a bit of a risk though, really, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking. It's just too much of a risk to actually be taking him. So we will take De Jong. It's the more sensible of the options there. Like, if I managed to get Laporte and then had Lenglet here, for example, that would have worked out. But what are the chances that I'll get both Laporte and Lenglet? Like, I mean, what realistic? I could have gotten Tizzy as well. But, you know, we would have been really banking on getting some good players there. And then also, like, the left back's not going to work. So, okay. Right mid spot, I can't really remember who would ever even pop up in the right mid spot. We do actually get Orellana, who will continue sort of like our team. But do we want him? Probably not. I mean, we're most likely going to end up with Messi on the bench or something that's better there. You know what? I actually think I might take Gnabry. I feel like he'd be slightly better for us there. I can't see myself ever using Orellana. I just don't think he'd be good enough. Anyway, let's have a look at our centre-backs and see what we're going to end up with here. We didn't end up with Laporte, which kind of justifies us not taking KDB. I think we have to take... I mean, I would rather take Van Dijk. He is far, far better. But again, we've got this situation where it's like, if we take him, then we're going to have to try and build some sort of really awkward hybrid. So I'll take him. You know what I'll do is I'll take the goalkeeper. That'll probably help us out. Okay, we didn't get Van der Sar, which I guess if we got Van der Sar, then maybe I would have been a little bit ticked off, because if you get Van der Sar, obviously you get a strong link to Van Dijk. I'm not sure if Van der Sar's even in draft anymore. I haven't seen him since the Prime Icons came into draft. So where are we going to go to next? I think we'll take up the other centre back and see what we're getting. We did get him to... Oh, hang on a second. There's a real premium one. Like, I think that Varane probably is the best centre-back that you can end up getting. Bar maybe Van Dijk. I kind of put Van Dijk and Varane on a similar level, with Lenglet just behind. And then after that, I see sort of like... Who would I put as a next tier? I was thinking of him just then. Who would I put as the next tier? I guess I'd put, for example... Yeah, Umtiti or something as the next sort of like tier down. I just really rate Varane. Umtiti I put in the sort of Alderweirelds, Laportes, etc. They're the sort of players that sort of would be similar caliber players, I guess, for me to use. Right, let's have a look at the right back. I mean, if we got a bit of Kimmich here, that would be excellent. We do get Da Costa. He does get a strong link. Now, if we manage to get an icon centre mid, then we'd actually be able to use this, and this would probably be the strongest that we could go with at this time. So we'll take Da Costa now. Let's see if we can get a left back. Jordi Alba would be fantastic here. Kolarov, wow, you would usually see Jordi Alba in this selection. Okay, so what do we want to do here? Do I want to take Ronaldo for the Spanish link, or do I want to swap this over? Do I want to swap it over and have Digne instead? Who do I prefer? It's really a case of who I prefer, isn't it? 3-star week versus 4. I do like Digne. Is there anyone else we could use? No, there's not really anyone else. I think I'll go with Digne. Right, okay, swap those over. Although maybe that was a mistake, because we could end up having to use Laporte on the right side and use a French player here in this right centre mid spot, because I can't see Lema staying there the whole time. Right, I'm going to work my way through the bench backwards. I think that this is the way I'd like to do it. Nothing really that's going to help us out here. I mean, we could take Adama Traore as backup, but realistically, I'd like some more premium players to play up front to potentially bring on. Sterling is a player I really enjoy using. He would allow me to put Hazard or put him at centre forward, wouldn't he? Because I don't really want to use Suarez, so... Let's take Sterling for now. Maybe I should have taken Adama Traore, but he's not the best defender. We get Ronaldo. I think that's an instant just take it. Just take it. Don't even worry about whatever else is there, because let's face it, he's the best. Do I want to take any of these players? I'm really hoping, still sitting here really hoping to see... an icon centre mid pop up to sort of solve all our problems. Marcus Alonso, kind of slow, slightly better defensively, potential to use him. I think we'll take him potentially if we need to swap Digne and Thingy over. Okay, what have we got here? It's not looking great. I think I'll take this right back just in case. There's nothing really else here that interests me in the slightest, so we'll take him for now. Jordi Alba pops, but he also pops up in the same selection as Messi. Why do they always do this? Why do they always make them pop up at the same time? You need 2 different positions and they give you both at the same time. Quite frustrating. I don't think I can pass up on Messi. I just really don't think I can. I'd rather play Digne, to be honest, than have Alba. Play Digne and Messi than play it the other way around. We could take Gareth Bale. I don't really see myself using any of them, to be honest. I don't particularly like Salah in this game, so I mean I could take Lacazette, but again, how's that going to work out? I don't think that's going to work out for us at all. Not with this few picks left in what we've got left. So I'll take Bale because he has a Hunter card on him. Let's have a look at what we get here. We don't see an icon, which is frustrating. That was what I was really hoping for. In fact, we don't even see a central midfield. I'm going to take here Fekir, I think. I think I'm going to take Fekir. Now, it might be boring, but obviously we want to start with the best possible team. So at the moment, I would think that this is probably the best possible team we have. Realistically, we're hoping for some better wing backs. The rest of the team looks pretty solid though. I mean, we can bring on Ronaldo at striker, we can bring on Sterling and then move Messi up to the centre forward position from right mid and play Sterling there instead. So it doesn't look too bad, and we're not rocking too little chem on any player. I mean, the lowest we've got is Hazard and Digne. I mean, that side kind of needs to be sorted out. Fingers crossed we can get something. Anyway, let's see what we get here. Again, just players that aren't going to really let me do anything. I'll take Doucouré just in case because he is French and we might be able to do something there. Maybe. We'll see. Right, okay, the final couple of positions. Here we go. We get Carlos Puyol, who's an instant upgrade on our right back. Our right back is absolutely woeful. I think I'd rather have Digne on 7 chem and Hazard on 7 chem with a good right back rather than having... Oh, we do have Kimmich though. Do we go Kimmich? Do we build slightly differently? I know you guys see me build a lot of drafts, so maybe trying something different would be good. Then we'd have to take Messi off though. Tricky, because we would get the perfect link and then we wouldn't actually need any more links there. And we could bring Messi on. I feel like that's just a weaker option. It feels like using Gnabry and Kimmich would actually be a weaker option than what we've got already, and we can just choose a better right back. I think I've got to take Carlos Puyol. I know it's boring, but realistically we're here to win. We're not here to build interesting weak teams, I guess. And I don't know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section if you'd like me to use up maybe a bigger variety of players. Maybe you would have gone for the Gnabry and Kimmich strong link. It's not a bad choice. But surely you'd rather start Messi. I'm almost certain you guys would rather start Messi. Anyway, we get the silver selection to finish it off, so just get rid of that. Let's rearrange the bench and see what we're working with in terms of the overall rating. So we're going to switch Ronaldo over here. We are going to switch Sterling on there. We'll put Eriksen in there for Lema, and then I think that is as high as it goes. Now, Ter Stegen versus Schmeichel, who would you use? I'm tempted to use Schmeichel just because I fancy a change. I feel that's really what I'm going for. I'm just using Schmeichel because I want to change. Let me know what you would have gone for down in the comment section as well, guys. In terms of goalkeeper, would you just go for the Ter Stegen you know and love and you trust with the triple stat, or would you go for Schmeichel just because you wanted to try something different? Anyway, that is how our team is going to look. We will bring on Ronaldo at striker. There's just no way I'm not going to do that. And then we'll move Messi to centre forward and bring Sterling on at right mid. And that is how we will go about business, I believe. So, let's dive into our first game and see what happens. Oh, in fact, you know what? Before we do that, let's quickly choose a manager and just see if we get full chem. Is there anyone that will give us full chem? I don't think there's anyone who gives us 1 chem point, let alone... Yeah, not even one manager that gives us a chem point. Alright, okay, fair enough. So the team ends up being slightly under. It would have been a tie with our best ever, which was a 189. Still looking for that elusive 190, if we'd managed to get chemistry, of course. Okay, now time to dive into the game and see if we can come out on top. Okay, so our first opponent is using a 3-4-3 Premier League team. Meets kind of like Brazil, La Liga defense. I don't know what's going on back there. But anyway, we get through with Messi. And, yeah, I mean, what? How is that not a foul? Tell me now, how is that not a foul? It didn't really have much effect on the game, though. As you can see, we managed to make it 1-0 quite quickly. This opponent was sort of like your more typical first-round opponent, and we just basically destroyed him. Made it very, very easy. Getting a little bit lucky there with Ronaldo. But, you know, some composure there to just chip it in with Frankie de Jong. Like, sometimes you might just smash that. It might hit the legs of the player, etc. I just thought, you know what, I've got a bit of time here. Let's just chip it in because the goalkeeper's already out after he's parried it away. We make it 3-0 with Messi. We love Messi. And then we get through again. He just was not very good at not getting hit on the break. And we just literally tore him to shreds on the counter over and over again with those 3 players at the back. You can see there it's 4-0 before half-time. And he does end up rage quitting at half-time to stop the onslaught. He had to stop it. It had to end. Anyway, we're going to go into the second round, and this guy is using a very nice looking team with Zidane in there. He's got Kante. It looks like a very solid squad, to be honest. So why did he get so destroyed? I don't know. Sometimes obviously the team doesn't make the player, or make the, I don't know what I'm trying to say. This game has so much more to do with the player who's using the players. We've all seen, like, for example, #Harry win or go 30-0 with like a bronze team in Foot Champs. It really is more dictated by the player than maybe the players. Obviously, if you get into those situations where you're sort of maybe up against someone who is of a similar skill level as you, and you've got the slightly better team or much better team, then you will probably end up winning just purely because you've got those better players. But if you have like a really good player versus someone who's like really not that good, it doesn't really matter what players they're using because they will still end up winning. Anyway, you can see here that we are 4-0 up, and we get another goal here. Messi just doing his thing. The Messi finesse into the top left-hand corner, and we play the flute to celebrate. Anyway, it's 5-0. This game didn't look like it was going to be any goals for him, but he does break free with Messi here after a nice pass through, and he does slide it away to make it 5-1. But the goals are not done yet. You can see here that we find Messi, just pop him through, and there is a man there. Can we get to him? We don't need to. We're going to ball roll him and then hit it in near post. I don't really like the fact that you can score so many goals near post in this game. It feels like there's quite a few different angles that it worked from, and I don't think in real life you would generally see that all that often. Anyway, a lovely goal there from Ronaldo. I call that skill the post box. I'm not really sure why. It's because he like puts it through his legs, and his legs are like a small little slit, like you put a letter through a box, or into a box. I don't think that makes much sense. But anyway, we go into our next game, and we are in the semi-finals, coming up against a 4-3-3 team again with Zidane in it. He's got Neymar in there, and he just didn't defend this. I think he was trying to defend the cutback, and you can see there that Griezmann only just puts that away with his weak foot. I would have thought he would put that away a lot better there, but it only just about managed to go into the back of net after, of course, his goalkeeper helps it in. You can see here that he actually gets back into the game as we keep on losing the ball, and we give away a penalty, and you know what's coming. I was just like, what is going on? How is this ended up being a penalty? He's got to step up. You know he's going to sink this. So it goes to 1-1, and our opponent is well and truly back in it. Anyway, we're getting away with Hazard here down the wing. We slide it into Messi. Just didn't seem to be very good at defending people coming off the wings from wide, just letting me have a lot of space out there and make it 2-1 again. Just after half-time, a lovely run from Ronaldo provides us with the third goal to pretty much shore up the victory, and we're looking pretty good. And you can see here we even finish it off further as we go through with Messi, pass it back to Ronaldo, who drags back first time and just slams that into the back of the net to make it 4-1. Good stuff from that man there. And we're still not done. There's more goals to come. We're not done. There's more to come. Hazard with the ball roll, and Ronaldo again with that near post shot. Should he be going in all the time? I don't know. Let's not talk about it too much because that's all we'll end up talking about. Anyway, this is the semi-final. You wouldn't think it from the scoreline as we get through it again, and he takes us out with Oblak. That should really be a red card for Oblak. When EA start putting or giving cards or red cards to goalkeeper, that'd be a very happy day. It's very frustrating that you can just run your goalkeeper out all the time with no consequence. But it looked like he felt bad, so he moved his goalkeeper out of the way and we just put it straight down into the middle of the goal, around the wall. You can see there that that is going to be the end of that game, and we are into the final, 6-1. Will we manage to win the final, or will we choke the final against this 4-2-2? He does have the new informed Neymar card, or it's not that new anymore, it's actually last week's card, and Mbappe up front. You can see here that we end up doing a bit of skill with Ronaldo. We backheel it to Young, back into Ronaldo. Ronaldo is passing that to Messi, who basically does the most lovely touch I've ever seen, and he puts it in to make it 1-0. Now, our opponent wasn't done. He manages to get back into it here. As you can see, he runs through with Mbappe, and I'm not sure what he did there, whether he flicked it up and over my goalkeeper or what, but it was a really, really, really nice goal, regardless, to go past my goalkeeper. We make a bit of a mistake here, and for the second time in this draft, we end up giving a penalty, which I think was a really weak one. If you look how far away I was from Mbappe, and the fact that he'd already taken the shot, I thought, you know what, that's a bit of a stingy one. Should we really be conceding a penalty there? He takes it with Zidane. Will we save it in the final? And he puts it wide. I thought he was going down the middle. God knows what's going on there with the head movement anymore. Anyway, you can see here, last minute of the game, Sterling to the rescue, and a bit of relief as we do manage to take the lead and win the game. I'm not going to lie, I'm genuinely out of breath playing that game because the guy went full ultra attacking for like the last 30 minutes of the game. My whole defence was swarmed. It was horrible. I've never missed so many one-on-ones before in my life. And he missed the penalty. I mean, what a mental final. I feel like I should have won that by a lot more goals. I feel like I should have scored 3 or 4 in there. I just couldn't get them to go in. Like, Ronaldo missed a one-on-one. In fact, he missed, I think, 2 or maybe even 3 one-on-ones. That ain't on. But thankfully, we've come out the other side as the winners, which means another draft win, and of course the prizes that go with it. So yeah, you can see there that we ended up having identical stats, but my lord, some of those misses. I mean, I don't know if I've got them. I think here's one. Let's have a look and see what this one was like. Oh, this was the offside. So that was an offside goal there. This I think was probably one of the worst ones. Like he's made a massive mistake. We ball roll him, and how have you missed it? I just still can't understand how you've missed this, to be honest. I felt like I did everything right. He didn't even touch it. It's just gone miles wide. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. He had a couple of misses in there as well. Who knows what that game could have ended up being. Mental. Right, okay. The important thing is that we've come away winners, which does mean, of course, we get to take our prizes, which is going to be our first ever 100k pack of the series. Woo! Okay, 15k pack and 100k pack. We are 100%, like 100 million gajillion percent making profit here. Like, let's open up the 15k pack to start us off. This is what you want. You want that 100k pack. We get boards in the 15k pack as well. That's really good. What are we saying? Let's have a look. English, CDM. Oh, Henderson. Alright, fair enough, an 83. You don't get Henderson very often as an 83. There's a couple of 83s you don't get very often. Like, for example, David Luiz, he doesn't come out of packs ever for me. Henderson, not bad. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll just pop all of these onto the trade pile for now. Got anything else down here? Some garbage that we're probably not going to be able to sell. We'll probably be able to sell the rest of it though. Right, we'll just whiz the rest of that up onto the trade pile. That's a good start. Now, if we could get a walkout, an inform, I mean, the possibilities are endless. I don't even want to tempt the idea that we could get an icon out of this. Right, fingers crossed, boys. Fingers big crossed right now. Let's see what we end up getting. Come on now, EA. It's boards, it's good. It's not a walkout. Oh, Fabinho. Unlucky, right? Very unlucky as we get Lucas Leiva an 84. Right, I want to see like 4 84s and like a bunch of 83s in it. That's what I want to see. Please, yeah, don't make it one of those packs where it's got like an 84 and then all 81s or something. Oh my god, it is one of those packs where you give me an 84 and just all 82s and stuff. That is absolutely dreadful. What? That is so disappointing. EA, come on. We've literally only just made any profit at all. What's Lucas Leiva going for? Maybe like 6k maybe? We're probably going to end up with about 30k. I think I would discard everything just to you get 15k back just from discarding everything. So at least that's our draft entry. We've got Henderson as well. But realistically, I was hoping for a big score. We're still hoping for the big score, boys. When will we ever get it? I don't know. Maybe never. At this point, I'm just like, maybe we'll never get it. Right, well, if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you smash a big thumbs up. That would be amazing. If you could subscribe if you're new around here. Obviously, it's only been running, or the series has only been running on this channel for a couple of days now. So if you could subscribe and, you know, like the video and all of that good stuff to help this video sort of like push into the algorithm and all that good stuff, that would be amazing. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will catch you all next time.